Hi, this is Scott the Fix-It Guy. I've got over 30 years experience repairing washers and dryers, all kinds of appliances. One of the things I see that's common is people put in too much soap. They use too much detergent, and it can do a couple of pretty negative things. One thing is these front-load machines are having a lot of problem with accumulated black mold. And black mold can be very kind of ugly for your washing machine for aesthetics, but also can create some weird allergies and some health problems. So we don't want any black mold to build up. One of the things that black mold really likes to eat and consume is detergent. So if we're putting in too much detergent in a front load washing machine, what can happen is the machine doesn't have the ability to rinse away all that extra detergent because there's too much. And it leaves a coating all over the inside, and the black mold then has something to eat. So the other problem people have is they'll keep the door closed all the time when not in use, and then it's a really moist and damp and warm environment for the mold spores that are in there already. Then they combine with that extra detergent that's there, they have something to eat, and it can be a real problem. You have a black mold buildup. If you ever have that happen, you can get a product called the Fresh washing tablet cleaner, and you can just pop one or two of those in there, set it for its hottest wash. And actually it does have down here a clean washer mode, and it even has the name of Fresh. That's pretty cool. So that's going to be a really hot load, and that's going to do a great job getting rid of a lot of the mold. So when you use liquid detergent for a front load washing machine, if you come over and take a look, there's a little symbol there that says max, and a lot of people will fill the liquid detergent all the way up to the max. You really only want to go about maybe a quarter of that way, or maybe halfway. It depends on how much wash you're using. So that can really help. If you go up to the max or beyond, then you're doing a couple of things. You're using a lot of detergent you don't need to, so you're wasting money, but also you're putting your washing machine in a place where it can't get rid of all of that soap. And that extra soap, again, can be the fuel or food for the black mold. Also, the extra soap doesn't really get off of the clothing, so you have this soapy residue on your clothing, your sheets, your towels, and some people can be allergic to that detergent. So that's really important not to overuse the detergent. There's a new product that's come out recently. A lot of different companies make this. This one is made by True Earth. It's one of the first people to come out with this from a Canadian firm. And these are little sheets that you can just throw in, and they're pre-measured. So you get this kind of thing and you tear it in half, and that's all you really need for a typical load. If you had a big load, you could put in an extra one, but you really just need about half, and throw that in with your wash. You can also, if you want to, you can put it in here at the top, but it's really designed just to throw in with your wash. Close it, and it'll dissolve right away. And then when it dissolves, it'll put the exact right amount of soap. It won't overdo it. The other thing that's really nice about these is they don't have any kind of a bad effect on our environment. If you use this kind of soap, even if you put in the right amount, when it rinses the water away and the soap away, a lot of it's getting into our waterway, and it has phosphates and can create all kinds of problems. These type, the new formulation don't, so these are much more eco-friendly. Another thing to consider too is when you have to ship this to the store and you have to carry it to your house, it's about 70 to 80% water, so it's really heavy, and that's going to cost a lot of fuel and create a lot of pollution. These things are going to wash just as much as this will, so big difference in terms of shipping, big difference in terms of how much fuel is used to ship it. And this is biodegradable. I think this is a really neat thing. I think it's a game changer, and it's a way to not end up with too much soap. The other thing about too much soap, it can cause an error where your machine will say SD, like a big capital SD, or it might say SUDS, which is for Suds. It means that your drain pump is trying to get rid of all the water during the drain cycle, but it's spinning and it's not hitting a liquid, it's hitting all these bubbles, all these suds. So it spins too fast and it can damage the drain pump. So your computer on your machine will actually stop the cycle, and you'll get that little warning, And sometimes people are even ask me to come out and fix the machine. You really don't need someone to come and fix it. If you get that, you can do a couple things. You can just let it sit for a while, all the bubbles will break, and then it can spin out and get rid of the water. If you had to, you could also get the clothing out and then put in some white vinegar, and the acidic quality of the white vinegar will pop all the bubbles, and then it'll be liquid and it can get rid of it. But mainly I just want to get across the idea of let's don't use too much soap so we don't hurt the environment, and think about using these new products. Again, True Earth makes this, but a lot of other companies make it, and these are a new concept, new paradigm, and it is a detergent sheet. So just to show you guys, I paused the machine here. I started it with the little strip, opened it up. Look in there, and that little strip's already dissolved. So it's already turned into soap, and it's just the right amount of soap to wash the clothing. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance so we can send you new videos each week. You make sure you hit that little bell icon so we can send you the new videos. Thanks again.